hit that any better.
Before the ball goes, so they know where the rope is, and then he can just take a step forward or back. But he was in off the boundary, so it's difficult for him to know exactly where the rope is. Unfortunately, he just got a bit too close.
Yeah, when he first saw the ball, he sort of came in a couple of steps, and that's probably what cost him in the end when he had to sort of take his own weight and support.
Which is a pretty natural thing to do, isn't it? Initially, coming over the wicket now, Prestwich.
Yeah, you want people to be moving in when the ball's hit. And then obviously when you make your adjustment when the ball actually gets to you, then it's a lot of it's a sort of natural instinct type
Mistime that one. Run saved with that effort.
As you say,
One more
especially
to the
getting
score.
on a short boundary because you've got so much less time to react. But it did fly down there. Caught the ball well, just got his feet in the wrong place.
I reckon it's slightly easier if you stay side on to catch it as well. You can almost, like with your hands, reach over the boundary.
Gave a few too many away in that over.
Dangerous things, those ropes. Around the boundary in recent days. Nick Maddinson. Nasty little ankle roll yesterday, didn't he, for the Melbourne Stars. Very innocuous little trot after a ball when it had gone to the boundary. And
The bowler beating them all ends up there.
Like that.
here it is down at Blundstone Arena, left foot. Oh, boosh. And that was him off. He took no further part, and they had to bring in the X.
Perfect technique and placement.
Oh, that's good work. He redeemed himself very, very nicely, this Hatzagoo. But then flying the 12 off it. It's 2 for 75.
It was easy for us to think about Adelaide Test match, especially that 1 hour, and get bogged down.
India bounced back the most emphatic victory.
It was all about, I think, coming into the Test match with that attitude on the field.
Bring on the third test.
Australia
And a
versus
single
India.
taken.
Third test, Thursday, 7th January. Only on Sony Sports Channels.
The Run Fest begins with the world's grandest T20 league in Australia. Adelaide Strikers versus Sydney Sixers. Today, 1:45 p.m. live on Sony 6.
And they go through for one.
So, not what you think at Optus.
Should just be a single out in the deep.
Needs to be on target. They take a single.
Inside field now for the left-hander. Interestingly, there's 2 covers in there. Just invite him to try and force through that offside.
Nicely played.
There's that bounce Sam Harper mentioned.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Quite often you see him chopping and changing one over here or there, but just the 2 overs each, and then get them straight off and mix it up. He's done well today, Finch, I think. His field placings have been good.
Ah, nicely driven there. 4 runs.
Pre-printed note out, isn't it? And get out of your pocket and unfold it. Righto, that's 2 for him. Who's next?
We've got to share it around in the juniors.
Come on, put 3 on the boys.
I guess it just gives him lots of options when they come to the back end of the innings.
Oh, that's it. Nice stroke. Just checks a little bit.
Bowling, Navy boy.
They will not be put off by these singles at all, the Melbourne Renegades. They'll be very happy with them, in fact. Plus a dot ball. Down the ground. Sounded sweet. Was it sweet enough? Indeed. The strong man, Colin Munro, just cut across it for a moment. Thought maybe he'd sliced underneath it, but it was good enough.
And this is so high, it'll bring rain.
Real aggression from Munro. He's just been happy to knock the ball around and get himself in, but this time skip down the pitch early, got it on the half volley, and hit it well enough.
For the Scorchers, 10, and just getting a little bit of momentum now. After 12, 2 for 85. The Hush.
They say I'm a powerhouse, and they are not wrong.
They call me a champion, and I'm one.
Now it's your turn
To show who's the champion.
Nothing hard about that one.
Are you
Easy
ready to
catch.
play the big match? Download the My 11 Circle. Make your team now.
and play with champions.
Make your team now, only on My 11 Circle. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
The Run Fest begins with the world's grandest T20 league in Australia. Adelaide Strikers versus Sydney Sixers. Today, 1:45 p.m. live on Sony 6.
In the wicketkeeper, and
The
got
new
injured in
batsman
that game, so
will be
I didn't
down
know
at the
about it.
non-strikers
Getting
end.
nervous for my spot. Problem, Mr. Cricket. Okay, the power surge has been called. So this is interesting. It means a complete readjustment of thinking for the bowling captain.
They really need to find a way back from this. He's being punished out there.
Maybe, as you were saying earlier, Roy, that spinner's seemed a little bit more difficult to hit. It's just stopping in the pitch, so that was
It's going to be hard for the bowler to focus with the crowd this excited.
I think the key for Munro as a left-hander is you'll know that it's more going to be sliding and drifting across him, so that might open up over cover, over mid-off.
4 runs there, super
See
shot.
that field.
Looks like there's a throw on the leg side, a deep mid-wicket and long on at this stage, but there's a long conversation going here.
You are allowed to change your bowling option, Roy. Once the batting team nominate to have the power surge, you can, if you've got someone else ready to go, you can bring them in.
One
Kane
bounce,
Richardson
and
might
it
be
goes
one
for
guy
4.
who is experiencing good death bowler, but he might bowl one of them.
And this exciting little period here now, it's almost like a little surprise tactic. Colin Munro's just faced the 9 balls, partnership 29 off 19.
Well, just a lack of concentration there.
Yes. Well done, Presto.
Don't mind this though. I've spoken a number of times about when's the right time to take it. You don't want to take it too late. But you can also give yourself some momentum if you do have a good power surge.
Good effort, 4 runs.
Hatzeglu's actually had plenty of success bowling in the power surge for the Renegades. He's done it twice in BBL 10. Once against the Sixers, picked up 1 for 12 from his over. But against the Thunder, picked up 2 for 3 in his power surge over. So he obviously enjoys it.
He's not a bowler that many batsmen would have faced a lot of, so it's still a bit mysterious. Bunted over the top, 2's the call. Chase on there. Jack Prestwich. Back for a third.
Cricket shot didn't overplay it. Didn't try and hit it too hard. English sort of using away his stumps, but he didn't try and overhit it. He was able to sort of guide
Another
it over
run
that
added.
extra cover area and turned and went and got a good 3 runs in there.
Oh, you good?
Oh, the top edge into the helmet, was it?
Dropped the ball.
He's just trying to open up that offside. Proper switch hit there. And the Falcon to go with it.
Yeah, all the fielders are up on his offside, so he's trying to attack that side of the ground.
That's beautiful batting. Pure timing and the power and the placement. Really warmly received by the Perth Scorchers faithful.
It's just slightly over-pitched from Hatzeglu.
Ends the over.
Beautiful shot from Munro. Just hitting through the line. That's just a pure swing of the bat. Good place to aim, straight at the side screen.
Yes.
Such control and balance there.
Another
Hatzeglu
run
in
added to the score.
foreground. He knew he just landed in the wrong spot. Pressure on the bowler now. Footwork this time. There's space out there, but Richardson, for a moment, thought he was in the game. Remember, these are the 2 teams. They're planted at the foot of the
Good
table.
running. That's
BBL
3.
10. Almost a must-win for both teams.
Particularly the Renegades. They've played the one extra game.
Yeah, this is their 7th, isn't it?
Yeah.
That one's out of here.
16 overs from the first and the half surge, and that brings up 100. Lost 2 wickets at 13 overs.
Massive congratulations, India.
We witnessed history on Sony Sports. It's time again to be part of the legacy where the fierce rivals
That's
will
a
be tested.
good boundary.
Witness the test of champions on Sony Sports, where a new era of history will unfold. Watch Australia versus India live. 3rd test, Thursday, 7th January.
Well, a big
2:30
wicket
a.m.
here, but
onwards,
will it be enough to
on
slow
Sony
down the
Sports
momentum?
channels.
Yeah, well, this partnership's been very good. 45 from just the 25 balls. They played smart cricket. Started off by just knocking it around and just started to build that momentum, as you can see.
Well, Colin Munro, he's shown there the power that he has and the timing, and when he doesn't try to overdo it, he's got that creativity with the reverse sweep. But he's in the top 11, not quite broken through to the top 10, but the most sixes in all T20 cricket that they've played around the world, sitting on 353, and that includes his couple today.
Missed time, that one.
Impressive list of names going upwards, the top 10.
Who's got it? Gale's got to be up there.
How many do you reckon he's hit?
End of the
Back to
over.
that, it's Richardson.
A wicket from it, but still
up on the
struck.
offside. Plenty of room out there. It should just be a single.
How many did Munro hit?
353.
500.
I reckon Gale's hit 600.
The pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Great Southern stand end.
820.
Higher.
Higher.
The match are off. Off stump.
1,000.
Higher. Not much higher.
1,020.
1,001.
1,001 sixes Chris Gale's hit in T20 cricket. That is unbelievable.
That was my career in runs alone. Covered. No? Probably
Overstepping the
twice as many as
mark.
I've got.
No ball called.
So again, it's just that ring field on the offside, 2 out on the leg.
Yes!
Nicely bowled.
The bowler
Really
needs
hard
a
to
bit
get
more
too creative
focus
with
here.
that length, hitting the bat reasonably hard, hitting the stickers, as they say.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Kane Richardson
Swing and a
just puts
miss.
this over
The
together.
batsman misjudging that
He
one.
starts off with just a good length ball, pace on, but he likes to change his pace a lot. He's a good exponent of the wide Yorker as well. Might bowl a bouncer in there. Yeah, he's got lots of different deliveries at his disposal.
1 run taken.
Josh Inglis.
Keeps his head in the line with the ball for as long as he can, doesn't he? I mean, it's obviously a courageous shot because you're a chance to get hit anywhere in the front of your body.
Did look like a slow ball from Kane Richardson, but with fine leg up inside the circle, yeah, he just held it back in the hand. There's still enough pace on the ball for him to scoop it over the top of the keeper.
And he kept watching the ball closely.
Right
there,
off the
Inglis.
middle of the bat.
Probably the adrenaline going when you know you're premeditating a risk. Fine leg's been a bit finer, the short fine leg. And through. This is good stuff from the Scorchers. Really much use of that tactical power surge. Almost caught the opposition by surprise, didn't they? I don't think it would have been at the forefront of Aaron Finch's mind that they would have to take it when they did.
I agree. I think they're definitely surprised the Renegades. I was thinking in my head, would they wait till Mitch Marsh came out and then look to take it? But I think it's given them some
Gave
real
a few
momentum
too
now.
many away in that
Excellent
over.
tactics from the Scorchers. This partnership 55 from just 29 balls. Ooh, good pace from Richardson.
Ah, what a good shot.
Kane Richardson, not bottom line there. He's had his success against Josh Inglis. 3 for 23, I think it was, from 17 or 18 deliveries.
Pressure on the fielders there, getting three.
Has been used to bowl one over in each of the defensive power surges for the Renegades. Kane Richardson gone at 10 and over on each occasion, and he's gone for exactly
That's
that
hit the
so
pad.
far. One
Huge
ball left.
appeal.
And that's the way it'll finish. So a pretty productive little power surge.
That was well worth asking the question.
Torches after 14, they're 2 for 111.
Swing and a miss.
Australian Open, Euro 2020, Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, on Sony.
Needs a direct hit.
Continuing to come in and play with complete freedom. Again, a lot of power there. It's been a fantastic partnership. You see how they've just built it up slowly. Lost the wicket of Roy and then been busy for a little bit. Now they're just starting to get the momentum really going their way. That's a blew in for his last over.
Big swing. Couldn't get near it.
Well, I think with 6 overs to go in the innings,
a wicket falling in that over, and not many runs from
knowing what's coming in behind them with Mitch
Vilderma, the right arm, is coming into the attack from the great southern stand-in.
If one gets out, then the other one can just try and hold it together at the other end. But I think they've both got freedom now to be really positive.
Oh, great shot.
Last minute deliveries. A real statement here, including 3 sixes. Talk us through it, Roy.
Oh, thanks. Well, that's just the, we said before, it's a switch hit is what it is, but you can see here Munro turns his
Misread that
hands
one.
around. So
Couldn't get the drive away.
Like a right-hander. And that's just like a back cut in the end for a single.
You played it like I would feel like I would play as a right-hander.
Loud shout.
Catch it's the cause and a fall short.
It's the ultimate change your mind shot, that, isn't it?
Well, you were right.
The umpire not interested.
Is that the way you looked?
Probably worse than that.
They're going to challenge. They've only
He's in a
got
good
one
place, though, 'cause
review,
he still
so
had
they
the-
need to make it count.
Sense is just not to try and overplay it, just knocked it away and got a single.
Naka, you got a great arm, Nak.
It's Mackenzie Harvey, I think. It's the shot again, going for the switch hit, and then, yeah, you're right, Roy, he had the presence of mind not to panic because the ball wasn't in the right area and just to try and work it away on the offside.
Wild hats.
English just losing his shape there a little bit.
Finish well. Go on, mate.
Been a good comeback though.
It has
6 off the first ball of the over, and then 4 dots.
He's shows a lot of fighting characteristics, the leg spinner, doesn't he? Aaron Finch just said, come on, finish off well. A dot here. I don't think Finch will be too disappointed. There's another one in the grill. The bounce of this wicket. And Munro waving it like a magician's wand after 15. 2 for 121.
Inside the line. Sticking with the original decision there. Not out.
5 विकेट लिए होंगे, पर मैं भी कोई कच्चा खिलाड़ी नहीं हूँ. मैं टीवी देख के बता देता हूँ कि बॉल लेग ब्रेक है या कुकली. देख लेना.
Big appeal, but no interest from the umpire.
Unsuccessful with that review. They have no challenges remaining.
खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो चैंप बन के दिखाओ. My 11 is ready. और आप
Big shout for that one. Well, that looked very close.
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम की संभावना शामिल है और इसकी लत लग सकती है. कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें.
Intensity levels in his net session to try and see if he's ready. I guess for the rigours of Test cricket, and what an intense series it's been so far. Tough work for the batsman.
Thirsty work at the Big Bash. And the Scorchers have just gone up a gear. Munro 35, Inglis 34, partnership
Kept
65
it fairly
off
tight in that
37.
over.
Noor Ahmed. Very impressive. Call there.
Inglis will be disappointed he didn't do a bit better with that.
That's edged.
He's glaring at the square leg umpire.
Looking for no ball, free hit.
Was very high.
Yeah,
March
that's above the
is
waist
the
as
new
well.
batter at the non-strikers end.
Because he spotted down.
Yeah.
Maybe just because he dropped his knees a bit, took his waistline down a fraction. Umpire might have thought he got away with it.
One run
caught
there.
Inglis by surprise, really. They're not used to the
Marsh
full toss
about
coming
to
your
face
way.
their first ball.
Think, oh, this should be easy to put away, but when you're not expecting it, sometimes it catches you by surprise.
Big appeal.
Beautifully struck. They're off two, in the circle, they're one slightly short.
Didn't get the wicket, but will have unnerved the batsman. He needs to keep the pressure up.
Cash in on that little bit of width. This Ryan slides across.
Quality shot from Inglis. Good use of the feet. I think he might have picked the wrong in there too. An inside out over cover. Sign of a good player.
It was on again, same shot, wasn't it?
Yeah. A bit tighter line that time, wasn't it? Cramped him up a fraction.
See how the momentum changes in a game like this. You know, if you had to turn the TV on, say now, you'd think the scorches going well, but if you had it, 5-6 overs ago, it's complete opposite. They're really struggling for fluency.
Well, that could be big. Is it big enough?
Chance. Gets a wicket and keeps it very tidy indeed.
Some hovering. This looked like it was going to hold up.
Well, that is a big hit. Big square boundaries here at Perth Stadium. He needed to get all of it.
Oh, great shot.
He shuffled across to look at Boy to swing the ball out on the leg side. And Richardson, he was wrestling with the rope as well.
He's trapped in front there.
Massive congratulations, India.
We witnessed history on Sony Sports. It's
Shake of the
time
head from the
again to be
umpire
part of
and one from the
legacy
bowler as well.
Where the
He
fierce
was certain.
rivals will be tested. Witness the test of champions on Sony Sports, where a new era of history will unfold. Watch Australia versus India live, third test, Thursday, 7th January, 4:30 a.m. onwards, only on Sony Sports channels.
An almighty blow. Yep. So, Perth Scorchers got some real momentum going here now.
55 of the last 4 overs. So that
He's played that nicely. Gets 2.
Mentioned that Colin Munro, number 11 on the 6 hitting list internationally. David Warner, only 20 ahead of him. He put the shoot. He's got 5 today.
Confident appeal.
Scorchers, if they go 10 and over from here, they get to 180, but they'll be looking for more than that. 12 and over gets them to 188. I reckon they're looking at nearly 200 here if they can finish off strong. Yeah. 190, 195. Mitch Marsh still to come. Ashton Turner, but I think they're going to need a big score on this pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Pitch looks good.
The batsman
outfield looks
misjudging
fast.
that one.
Renegades have got some power players in their lineup as well. Sean Marsh is in good touch.
Not being rushed here. Aaron Finch, he's had some long discussions with his bowlers at the top of their mark. Just in amongst this onslaught, just trying to slow down and just suck the life out of it a fraction.
The Melbourne
Outlaws that has been
will
pumped
be
up
pleased
so well
with
for the
that over.
Scorchers by Colin Munro.
The
Well
right arm
supported
medium
by
bowler is
Josh
coming
Inglis.
into the attack from the members' end.
Third man up, there's a backward point. Mid-off's up as well. Can't be wide of off. Some nice angles around the wicket coming
One
in
run
at
there.
stumps.
That's good execution from Layla. He came really wide of the crease. Interesting to see how close he was to that side line. Just spearing in towards leg stump. He's got to be careful with his back foot, cutting the line.
It's the return crease, isn't it? That sideline, is that what that one's called, I think? So that's...
Yep.
There's a couple of
Another
different
run
ways
added.
you can bowl a no ball. So the line that's running straight up and down the wicket towards us.
Yeah, where his back foot lands.
Yes, if he cuts that one with his back foot, that can also be a no ball.
Just a lack
But
of
his front foot's
concentration
okay.
there.
His front foot can go wider, but it's all about the back foot.
His front foot can land anywhere along the crease line. The return crease line, he can't cut that.
Predict Viz just highlighting there, 186. It's 12 and over from here.
Needs to be on target.
Munro
Tremaine
keep going.
has done well in that over.
Clever bowler, Josh Layla. Experienced big bash bowlers. And have that angle. We can see mid-off coming up.
Richardson into the
Look to
attack
give himself
now
some
from
room.
the Great Southern stand-in.
Oh, he ramps it really nicely. Such control and composure from Inglis. Hasn't tried to overplay it. On occasion, he can get a bit too reckless and too creative with that stroke. But a couple of occasions today, he's done it beautifully.
How do you play this shot? Seriously. Slowly, it's the reverse ramp.
Tries to drive that, but missed times.
Coming through. They practice these sort of shots day in, day out now.
Replicated in the under-10s as well. Don't worry about that. It sounded really nice. And it is. It's 50 for Inglis. It's his 6th in Big Bash career. His 2nd here at Perth Stadium. And what a way to say hello, Perth.
I just had a little look through my notes here, and they missed an
The fielder
opportunity
cuts
on
that one
Inglis
off
when he
well.
was 10. So he's making them
They take a
pay
single.
here. See, he just tried to follow him, Layla did. That one there, he just pivoted and pulled that backward of square legs. Good shot. Didn't try and overhit it again. It's another good cricket shot.
I tell you
The
what,
bowler
he's made
beating them all
since
ends
coming
up there.
in the middle order now. I know he batted 3 today, but he initially was opening for the Scorchers and scores of 9, 7 and 4. He didn't get off to a good start at all, but since coming into the middle order, 44 not out, and now 51 not out from just 30 balls.
On the field now, there's a short third man and then change
Richardson
tactics
has
here.
had quite a good...
There's a deep backward point, a deep forward point. There's a deep long off. So 3 men out on the offside. And you just have to quite be as straight at the stumps. Oh, he just helps himself to another 4. He's got all the aces at the moment, Inglis.
It's one of those shots, I really dislike it, but when it goes to plan, it looks so good, doesn't it? You'd imagine being a bowler, how frustrating it would be. That pretty much landed where he's probably aimed it. And
Brings up the 100 partnership between these two from just 48 deliveries. Well, Munro's going with a strike rate of 208. Inglis, he's not too far behind him. He's at 177. It's been an unbelievable partnership here, getting the Scorchers into a really strong position in this game.
Fine leg now going back. That deep backward point's up in the circle. Just bludgeons that one. Just a genuine hack out there, and they'll push back and get 2. Really good running. Great batting from the Scorchers. And they're on a roll. 3 to come. 2 for 158.
Here, legacy could be ripped apart. A joker could make us all cry. And now the stage is set for the greats of tennis. Australian Open, no place for impossible. Live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10-2.
The Run Fest begins with the world's grandest T20 league in Australia. Adelaide Strikers versus Sydney Sixers. Today, 1:45 p.m. live on Sony 6.
You can literally just throw caution to the wind, and because they're used to the conditions, They've got complete freedom and no fear about getting out, that things are going their way. It's been an incredible partnership, both scoring extremely quickly, and as I mentioned, they've got the Scorchers into a very strong team. There's the scorecard.
So the press switch to continue bowling here. Now some real pressure on him. A fairly inexperienced campaigner, so this is a pressure situation. 3 overs remaining in the Scorchers batting innings. So he's going to need to get his execution spot on here.
So he's got 3 deep on the offside, Roy. 2 deep, sorry, and he's got his mid-off up.
It's an interesting field.
Oh, no, sorry, 3. That is the long off. There was a substitute fielder standing just on the other side of the rope. So 3 out on the offside. Can't get straight. Just look, maybe expect Munro to move across and try to get to the leg side.
Yes.
Simo, you mentioned that chance, or he's back and in. Well, they're going to go upstairs, and if he's made it back, I would expect it'll be a 50 for Colin
Sir,
Munro.
for the director, we've got a referral for a run out. Best start on angle, please.
Swing and a miss.
Thank you. Going to the screen now.
It's the 5th fastest 50 for the Perth Scorchers, just 24 deliveries. Really well batted.
5 sixes and just the 1-4 in the innings. Excellent running between the wickets too, Josh Inglis.
Oh, that will be a no ball.
Flap at that, didn't he? Really get top edge on it or something. But as you said earlier, Huss, it's not the sort of thing you're expecting. It's, you know, sort of a chest-high beamer.
You're right, though. He just had to get something on this. Because...
well, it's a bit better than chest high. It's head high.
Third man and fine leg are both up inside the circle. He just lost the slower ball there.
The field's got to stay the same, so press switch crucial with this free hit. He can't get straight. He can't allow Munro to get it to that leg side. Nice recovery.
It was a really good slow ball, York, wasn't it? It was.
And I think the other thing that was good about it, he's got a little bit wider. Munro's looking to swing everything across to the leg side. He's batting across his stumps. He's got a bit outside of his swing. He might have even wanted it even slightly wider than that.
I don't remember facing a lot of free hits in my main T20 career. It was in the IPL, 6 seasons of it. Adjustment to the field now. Just that leg side being bolstered.
That's terrible.
Well, Munro thinks that should be a wide, but I thought he's just shuffled across the crease a little bit. I thought it was a good decision from the umpire.
Yeah, I did too. The blue line that they use there, that's a guide for the umpires. It's up to the umpire, because if the batsman moves, that line moves with him.
He didn't actually move across the crease too much at all, and I think that's inside. I think it's a good call.
It's well inside.
It must be hard to slow yourself down facing a free hit. That's why that slow ball is pretty handy. Just helped around the corner. So Prestwich, one really loose delivery, gave away a no ball, but he's recovered really nicely here. 2 to go, 4 runs from it.
Can he close it out? It's been an excellent over, other than that one ball that you mentioned, Gilly. But a couple of dot balls at this stage of the innings. It's just like gold for the Renegades. But he needs to hold his nerve and finish it off.
Well, if he finishes well here, Aaron Finch may well go to him for one more.
Yep.
You would expect Kane Richardson has probably got another crack. He's got one left. I think they'll go back to the spin of Noor Ahmed. He's been very precise with his field placings, Aaron Finch. He's taken his time. So 4 out on the leg side. A deep point on the off, and that's really well done. That's good skills.
Slower bumper sort of into the wicket. Inglis isn't happy. Look at the Scorchers. Look at them bucket up here. Something hasn't gone their way for 4 or 5 balls. Look at them playing up.
That's fine. He's just been deceived. Sometimes you just got to turn around and doff the cap to the bowler and say, well done. You've...
Well, he's bowled 2 balls that they've genuinely, or 3 in this over now, that they've genuinely missed just through his skills. So, big ball. This last one. Presswich is over. Catch.
High in the air, but didn't quite carry down. So, really good job from Jack Presswich. Just 5 runs from the over. It's 2 to go. 2 for 163.
Australia tour on Sony. Sri Lanka tour on Sony. England tour on Sony. And Zimbabwe tour on Sony. On Sony. Only on Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network.
Confirmation there of the 5th fastest 50, Colin Munro. Really impressive batting. His first in Big Bash cricket. And Mitch Marsh at the top of the order. He'll probably be hoping he doesn't have to come in, but he and Ash Turner featuring amongst those fastest 50s. If a wicket falls, there still could be some damage. It's, as expected, Kane Richardson. That's up in the air, but the fielder racing in. Oh, dropped it. Mohamed Nabi almost had too much time.
Mark it down, Roy. That should have been taken.
A little bit of sun to deal with there, Huss.
Well, he's got the sunnies on. I don't think so. He just looked a little bit casual, really. A little bit late with his preparation and getting the hands ready.
That's in the gap and gets to the boundary. So amazing what one delivery can do. Scorchers. And Inglis, he offered a chance back in the 11th over when he was on 10, Roy, and then he got away with it. He picked up 6 from that one. Previous delivery, there was a chance. Put down again. And now he capitalises with a boundary. 10 balls left.
So often you see it, don't you? If someone puts down a catch and the next ball goes to the boundary.
2's the call. He's just taken the pace off it with the shot, so they'll get back.
So you can see the Renegades bowlers, Presswich in the last over, and now Richardson bowling a lot of slower balls and short. They want the Scorchers batsmen to try and hit square of the wicket because they're the longer boundaries.
Taking the pace off, slower bounces into the wicket.
And they have to make all the pace, the batsmen.
That's right.
And it's a big hit hitting it square. Inglis was brilliant earlier in the over to get a boundary at square leg.
That's Nabi down there. Just put Inglis down.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling when you drop a catch in front of a big crowd. They replay it on the big screen about 25 times. And
How'd you go for the Thunder when you, after defecting, coming back and playing in front of the Perth crowd, mate?
Yeah, not well. Copped a fair bit of stick in that first game. Didn't drop a catch, though, thankfully.
And you held the trophy up at the end of the year, too, so you probably had the last laugh, fair to say.
It's a pretty parochial crowd there in the West.
Tell me about it. Learned that very early in my career. It's good composure from Kane Richardson. This protection is out on the leg side, 3 out with a short, fine leg.
It's a bit of a second coming for the Renegades. They've held their nerve here because it could have easily blown out this scoreboard by now. The last 2 overs from Presswich and now Richardson. He's still got 1 to come here, Richardson, but it's been good.
14 off the last 11 balls. They did have that period, the Scorchers, 55 or 4 overs. So you're right, Roy, it could have gone. Really big, but that's nice bowling. Richardson finishes his day's work with the ball in hand, none for 31, and with 1 to go, the Scorchers 2 for 173. Yeah, Roy, you mentioned it, the 11th over, Josh Inglis. If this had been dismissed, it would have been 3 for 65 in the 11th. Did pretty well, had to glue, but not quite well enough.
Yeah, just unable to position his body and get that angle so he could step back in. Momentum-wise, cost him there. And then this a moment ago, Nabi down sort of wide mid-on. Yeah, she said Gillies could have settled himself under that, so he was actually standing a lot stiller when he actually had to catch it. Because when you're running, your eyes are bouncing. It makes life more difficult to take a running outfield catch, so you'd be disappointed with that.
And Finch showing the faith in Prestwich after his previous over was an excellent one, only going for the 5 runs. Can he back it up in the last over? Expect plenty of slower balls.
Big edge. And gone. Prestwich gets his second. And that is a crucial breakthrough.
Yeah, that's well deserved too. Prestwich's last over for a fairly inexperienced play. Held his nerve goal, really good over, so he's removed the dangerous Munro for 52 off 31 balls. An outstanding innings from Munro. Little off-cutting, slower ball. Big thick edge, and Harper taking that comfortably in front of his chest.
Partnership of 117 off 62 deliveries comes to an end. It was a good one, a very good one for the Scorchers. Munro goes. It'll be Mitch Marsh to come out. Very little time to make a huge impact, but he is a big hitter. Will inflict some damage here to close out this batting innings. Fluctuations in momentum in this innings, and the Renegades have done really well just to keep hanging in there. It's a competitive total. 5 balls left. How big will the Scorchers go?
I've been tempted to have the man at cover in there to try and keep Marsh on strike for 1 ball.
Would you?
Yep.
No, I think last over, just get them all back.
That's you. That's you. This is me.
You would? Yeah. Starting to disagree again, Gilly.
Oh, God.
We had one game, we didn't agree on anything.
Now, you need me to sit in the middle, boys?
No, we're good, we're good.
Mid-off up in the circle.
Shoulder. I think I saw a square leg umpire saying that's the one over the shoulder.
Well, Inglis got frustrated by the shorter ball in the previous over as well. That's a wide, if anything. It was outside the blue line.
And so that's significant because you can't afford to bowl another one over the shoulder of Inglis. Otherwise, it'll be a no ball. You're only allowed 1 over the shoulder per over. Local crowd not too happy.
Ball. Nabi again. Got the catch in the previous.
Well, he owes the Renegades a few with the bat down, Nabi. It's just undisciplined fielding. Aaron Finch would not have been happy with that. Nor with the bowler. Just was bouncing a little bit.
No, don't.
But he should have got his body behind that.
That's right.
Yes.
That's not good enough.
Well, that's just a real letdown for the Renegades. They've only picked up 20 off the last 3 overs, the Scorchers. 2 balls to finish. It's well bowled. Can't do much with that. They'll push this.
This is high in the air.
Says no. 86 is the average winning score.
This ball will be a free hit.
86. Very impressive, Jack Prestwich.
Well, the average score batting first here is only 166, so they are ahead of that, the Scorchers. It's going to be a pretty competitive total.
Last ball. Marsh rolls in the leg side, and he gets enough of it. Last ball, 6 to close it out. It's a shame for Prestwich. He did a good job, but Mitch Marsh, he can do some damage. It doesn't take much. The Scorchers finished 3 for 185. So they lost the toss, Perth Scorchers, and they were asked to come out and bat first. Mitch Marsh receiving
Quick to react and takes it. Oh, they're confident.
It was all about Josh Inglis, 72 not out. Colin Munro, they had a partnership of 117 off 62 deliveries. Prestwich was good. Noor Ahmed back into the Renegades lineup. They finish on 3 for 185 off their 20 overs. We'll go out.
This broadcast was co-presented by My 11 Sim in association with Cadbury Dairy Milk.
India's batsmen have had a horror session, 492.04.04.04.
I just can't believe they got bowled out for 36. I'm still in a bit of shock.
It was easy for us to think about Adelaide Test match, especially at 1 hour, and get bogged down.
India, after 36 all-out,
Richardson is the new batter at the non-strikers end.
It was all about, I think, coming into the Test match with that intent, with that attitude on the field.
That will go down in the history of Indian cricket.
Perfect technique and placement.
Series was squared upon a piece. Bring on the third test. That may be.
Watch Australia versus India, third test, Thursday, 7th January, 4:30 a.m. onwards. Only
Good innings,
on
setting a
Sports
strong
channels.
target. This should be an exciting run chase.
Sort of tell me, like, maybe he plays cricket with him every single day. This is one of the best bowlers in T20 cricket. And across the line, the bounce of the pitch. This is the first time spin is introduced on the surface. You've got to have a look. You've got to play straight.
James strikes again. He gets the most critical player from Hobart's perspective.
Beautiful delivery again, not reading the spin and playing all around them.
He's been quiet so far in this edition of Big Bash 10, but not tonight. It's almost like he's gone up in pace as well. He seems to be getting better at understanding the conditions.
He's got another one, and with it, his best figures in Big Bash League cricket.
No idea where this ball is going. Played across the line. Gap between bat and pad. Gone.
Najib on the run, destroying the Hobart Hurricanes. Everyone inside the ground applauding. A deserved smile on the face of a young star. Fiver. Pretty happy with their work. There's one man who should lead them off, and he's just making his way to the front. Najib, 5 wickets, he's got the ball in hand. He'll be popping that one in the suitcase and taking it home.
A big task ahead for the batsman. Let's see what he can
There
do.
comes a time when we all have to make a choice. A leap of faith.
The left-arm medium bowler is...
We discover it's not the size of the leap.
coming on to bowl from the great southern stand end.
It's about rising above and standing. We give it everything we have. And end up with more than we imagine.
Melbourne Outlaws get started with one.
So to those who say they don't make heroes like they used to, that can't be true. Because there are real, courageous, inspiring heroes all around us. Just open your eyes. WWE. For the hero in all of us.
Champions League on Sony. WWE on Sony. Yep. Australian Open. Euro 2020. Olympic Games. Tokyo 2020.
And he's off the mark.
Only on Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network.
That's racing to the fence.
I've got you scheduled in at 46, my friend, if that goes before. But our graphics team likes to add a little 3 on it just to boost you up a touch. Alex Hales says you're going to wait your turn because I'm going to get nice and aggressive and lob that over the fence for 6.
Alex Hale's got something on his mind.
Wow! Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. When you come around,
reasonably good over there.
Very easy for him to back in.
Richardson, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the members' end.
They've got 2 in their mind and they might run away with great timing for 4. It too. He just stares him down when he hits the middle, and he traditionally does.
That's one for the highlights reel.
Punched it straight back down the ground.
Well, Hales is in the mood. His clean striking has been a pleasure to watch in the Big Bash in the past. He's got that festive feel at the moment, that won't lighten the mood at all.
Got a beautiful shot. He gotten low on it.
Square of the wicket. He's just going to punish them all day if he drops short.
Something that Alex Hales is exceptional at, picking up the length. And that might be because he plays at Trench Bridge and it's tiny square of the wicket. And you can see that anything he jumps on short, he's sort of looking for anything short. Clears that front leg. Could be another massive one from Alex Hales. He is particularly strong square of the wicket. He loves the slog sweep.
Ah, what a good shot.
That's well struck, well hit. You can see one of the aerial routes.
This has gone even further.
It is going on. The roof's gone away.
Amazing.
And a brilliant 50. 53 off 21. And Alex Hales, we saw it last year in the tournament a number of times. We see it.
Well, that's amazing. Fastest 50 in Thunder history, Alex Hales.
Inside out, beautiful. Lofts over covers, 1 bounce over the rope for 4. And off the over, Lance Morris. More runs. Timing exquisite.
Gave a few too many away in that over.
Amazing. This man especially, Alex Hales.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
He's out of there. That's massive. Well, that's yielded another miracle. That's gone about 150 metres. That's massive.
But he could give it 95.
I don't think they could measure the extra 40.
Great shot. 4 runs.
It's all right. Only
on Sony Sports Network.
Watch Australia versus India live, third test, Thursday, 7th January, 4:30 a.m. onwards, only
on Sony Sports Network.
And he gets him. Stoinis holds out to Sams. He's really angry at himself. He falls for the trap and Green gets his man.
It's a huge wicket. Marcus Stoinis, you can hear that huge cry of no, knowing that
And
he
that
kicked
gets
out.
to the boundary. 4 runs.
And gone. The Spice Man has fallen to Chris Green.
Just can't get going at all in the Big Bash. Couple of maximums. We showed us a little bit of what he can do and his intentions.
Madison's been bowled. Green gets his 3rd wicket.
Listen, this is a ball way outside the leg stump. Making room to try to carve it through the offside. Getting a bottom edge. Top edge, actually. Cannon into the off stump.
And gone. Ben Cutting takes the catch. Tried one too many, but the situation required it. Chris Green has 4.
So through that one fraction wide.
End of the over. The right armour is the new bowler from the members end.
The king is back. Conor McGregor. I'm gonna sleep this will. One shot is all it takes me. I always come out on top. Dustin Poirier.
I'm one of the best in the world. One mistake and it's over. I'm gonna stop Conor by any means necessary.
Poirier versus McGregor, Sunday 24th January 8:30 a.m. live on Sony 10.2 और हिंदी में Sony 10.3.
Massive congratulations, India.
Poirier versus McGregor, Sunday 24th January 8:30 a.m. live on Sony 10.2 और हिंदी में Sony 10.3.
Massive congratulations, India.
Poirier versus McGregor, Sunday 24th January 8:30 a.m. live on Sony 10.2 और हिंदी में Sony 10.3.
Now the stage is set for the greats of tennis. Australian Open, no place for impossible. Live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10.2.
This is Sony Picture Sports Network, and you are watching Sony 6 HD, the home of cricket.
This broadcast is co-presented by My 11 Circle in association with Cadbury Dairy Milk.
Crowd. Yeah, it's really nice actually. Me and Jakes were just saying it seems weird when you walk out to bat and there's crowd noise. So it's obviously really nice to be back and back home.
Yeah, well, you've been in and around enough cricket this year where there hasn't been any crowds, have there? Both in the UK and over in South Africa.
Yeah, it's obviously a little bit different, but
give away a bit too much there.
At the moment, it's obviously nice to come and play in a cold weather crowd.
Berendorf, left arm fast bowler, is coming on to bowl from the great southern stand in.
Yeah, me and Jace were just saying that we've seen the shine off nicely. Little old school cricket, see the shine off and get out.
No, much more than that. It was entertaining. We'll look forward to chatting through the innings, mate.
Thanks, lads.
Sam Harper. It's a bit of a surprise move there. Coming up with Sean Marsh, Aaron Finch. The usual opening batsman, just sliding down the order.
Swing and a miss.
Very surprised by that, to be honest. Aaron Finch, one of the most dynamic opening batsmen in T20 cricket the world in the world at the moment. But Jai Richardson, well, he's been in great form of late, picking up 3 wickets in his last 2 matches, just one shy of 50 Bash wickets.
Got one slip in to Harper. Oh, powerfully put through that leg side. The big chase on. I think the ball's going to get there first into the shadows. Great start for the Renegades.
Just a good cricket shot that, wasn't it? Richardson just slid into Harper's pads and he didn't try and overhit it. Sort of helped it on its way.
I think Richardson was looking to pitch the ball up, looking for some away swing, but it didn't really swing at all. And Harper's got a real freedom here.
Another dot
coming
ball,
into the top of the order
keeping
instead
it
of Aaron
quiet.
Finch. Desperate dive from Liam Livingstone, but the ball won the race comfortably.
8 times Sam Harper has opened the innings for the Renegades. 45 is his top score in the top position. Richardson gets exactly what the home team wanted. A wicket in the first over, and the experiment was short-lived.
Yeah, we talked about just going into the break that they needed
Mistimes that one.
Partnership and a substantial one. Harper getting the first ball out of the middle of his bat, giving him some real confidence, and that one there, under edge.
Quick to react and takes it.
Perfect start for the Perth
Harper
Scorchers.
is the
Harper
new
goes
batsman.
For 4, it's 1 for 4 in the first.
भैया अगर वो वॉटसन है तो हम भी अपने अम्मा के साथ और वॉटसन का वो अतबा है
The batsman will want to get the strike turning over here.
ऑलराउंडर होना अलग बात प्लेइंग 11 चुनना इस बार अगर वॉटसन 11 की बात नहीं लगा दी ना मेरी 11 है
You were saying something, mate?
No, sir.
Think you're a champ? Then prove you're a champ. My 11 is ready. Is yours?
My11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और वॉटसन के साथ खेलो।
Well, he might as well have come out to open.
One run there.
I've always been a fan of letting the best players face the most balls. It's a good player. This man here is a very, very good player.
I wonder what the thinking was behind that.
Great over. A wicket from it.
The captain now has 3 more fielders to work outside the circle.
Most devastating T20 openers in the world. It's the dismissal again. Harper just trying to run it down to third man, got an inside edge.
Sean Marsh. His first delivery might just be a leg by Sean Marsh. Is of equally impressive standard over his career in Big Bash cricket in particular as to that of Aaron Finch. What a champion, and his last couple of innings in particular has been insane. He picked up 62 versus the Scorchers in the opening match of BBL 10.
1 run taken.
Best of 99, but last match against the Sydney Thunder, I think it was possibly one of the best innings I've seen him play. His stroke play straight back down the ground was impressive.
What about his average? He averages 45 with the bat in T20 cricket. A game where
One
you're
run
supposed
there.
to be more inconsistent because you've got to get on with it. But he's just amazing consistency. He's put together 2 half centuries in a row. And he's going to be important here. It's never easy coming back and playing against your old team.
Nicely played.
You know the players so well, and it always just adds a little bit of extra pressure. Third in the all-time run scoring. This is Sean Marsh, and Aaron Finch, the man on strike, second.
Fantastic start with cricket. The Scorchers at the first 1 for 7.
भैया अगर वो वॉटसन है तो हम भी अपने अम्मा के साथ हैं और वॉटसन का वो अतबा इवेंट सब देखो ऑलराउंडर होना अलग बात प्लेइंग 11
Nice shot. 4 runs.
वॉटसन 11 की बात नहीं लगा दी ना मेरी 11 है
You were saying something, mate?
No, sir.
Think you're a champ? Then prove you're a champ. My 11 is ready. Is yours?
My11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और वॉटसन के साथ खेलो। My11circle.com।
Play with champions.
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम की संभावना शामिल है और इसकी
Bit expensive in that one.
जिम्मेदारी से अपने जोखिम करते हैं।
There's Berendorf, the name just above him. He'll have the new ball.
Yeah, only 1 wicket so far in the campaign. But I think he'll enjoy being back in these home conditions.
Needs a
Might
direct
get
hit.
a little bit of swing with the
Another
new ball,
run
that
at it.
extra pace and bounce in this pitch will suit him. He's got an incredible record in the Big Bash.
Maybe this is why Aaron Finch has decided to slot in at number 3. He's done it once before in Big Bash cricket.
Chance.
In
They take a single.
2012, it was at Marble Stadium against the Brisbane Heat. With 3 4s, 5 6s, picked up 72 off 46 deliveries before being run out. With that set up well outside the batting crease there.
Yeah, I think he's trying to negate a bit of Berendorf's swing by batting out of his crease. And then he almost takes a little step back just as Berendorf's about to let go of the ball.
Yeah, he's just starting a bit closer to the ball. So he's obviously got a bit of plan there.
He's trapped in front there.
There's a little bit of swing there for Berendorf. Started that one fairly straight though. You can see he goes back. But still well in front of the batting crease.
It'll be interesting to see how these two approach the next few overs, because Aaron Finch made a point in their last match. They wanted to come out and be ultra aggressive, play a lot more positive. They felt like they'd been a bit timid earlier in the tournament. And they certainly came out swinging against the Thunder. Lost an early wicket here. Will they still have the same courage to be able to go after the bowling?
It's got to, as we saw with the
Ty has done well in that over.
And
Ahmed back on now.
Two square Finch, 1 bounce for 4. Really nice pickup.
as we saw the Inglis and Munro punch.
What a good shot.
Found the right balance between aggression and good cricket shots. And that's exactly what the Renegades need to find here early on. That's a good shot from Finch. Didn't try and overplay. Down the wicket, into the line of the ball, chipped that into the vacant sort of forward deep square leg.
Well, it's a good pitch, so you just have to play good cricket shots and you'll get full reward. Don't have to do anything reckless. Stay in control.
The moment that left the bat, the batsman would have known the result. Easy catch.
Square leg now, plus a fine leg. It's called a wide. Didn't like it.
I think it's a fair call. It was over Aaron Finch's head, but I like the comeback from Berendorf. I don't mind that.
Well said. Can get a little bit well over his head, isn't it?
The new batsman to be down at the non-striker's
The
end.
rule is, I believe, it's this. The ball can't pass over the batsman's shoulders in his batting stance. That's what your bouncer's rule to be.
The bowler won't like that at all.
Marsh has passed 53 times in this Big Bash. That's skipper Ashley Turner. Just questioning, I would imagine that'd be without some consistency. We felt like we had a couple late in our innings, but I'm not sure. I think that one was probably one of the higher ones.
I think he's also just saying, because Finch was batting so far out of his crease, does that change the umpire's decision a little bit there? But I still think it was a good call from the umpire.
So still the slip in of the left-handed Marsh.
That's hit the pads. Big shout. A tough call.
Only the one review. He must be confident.
Kelly, that's the captain of my super coach team. He's gone. What a shot from Sean Marsh. He absolutely hammered this down the ground. Finch had no chance of getting back.
He's done that twice now, Berendorf. Called a game the other night and he did the exact same thing. I can't think who it was.
Matt Renshaw.
There you go.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Oh, that's a real shame for the Renegades, for Aaron Finch, and really for us, because he's an outstanding batsman to watch, but he's gone now. Unluckily run out. Yeah, disappointed. 2 for 15.
pitch is good.
Massive congratulations, India.
Just in line. Going with the umpire's call. Melbourne Outlaws. Has to go. The original decision
Where the
stands.
fierce rivals will be tested. Witness the test of champions on Sony Sports.
And the decision remains out on review. Melbourne Outlaws. Now left with just one review.
Australia versus India live. Third test. Thursday, 7th January. 4:30 a.m. onwards.
Cooper, the new batsman, arrives at the crease.
He was the player of the tournament for the Renegades last season.
Nice shot, that one.
Too many opportunities this year. He was very impressive last season, but this season just scores a 2, 10 and 7.
The right arm medium.
Scored over 400 runs last year, didn't he?
Remembers it.
Absolutely brilliant. Came in, played positively. He's got a good opportunity today. Get a partnership going with Sean Marsh and play an innings of significance to help his team get over the line and get their second win.
There's the stats on the bottom line there from BBL 9.
Seemingly took his eyes off the ball. It was a great run-out opportunity, but not to be.
It's just nice to get one out of the middle of that early in your innings. It helps you relax, calm down, think, yeah, okay, right, I'm away. They're certainly attacking here, the Scorchers. 2 slips in place.
Why wouldn't you? 2 for 17. 2 slips in there. All those men on the left who screwed on the offside are fairly tight in trying to save a single.
And it's a big hit over the rope for 6.
So that's the tall man picked up 67. He might have been man of the match actually in the corresponding fixture last season. 67. He scored in that game.
Team running over to celebrate. This one means a lot.
That was a quick bouncer, Jai Richardson. That got to Webster before he was even halfway through his swing there. He got him on the shoulder, or the shoulder on the head.
7 off 37 it was for Webster. He wasn't the man of the match. Mitch Marsh scored a half century and took the honours. He'll be reasonably comfortable being out in the middle of Perth Stadium.
Couldn't get the
Not
drive
so
away.
much if Jai Richardson keeps generating that sort of pace and vicious bounce.
Reasonably good over there.
Beautiful pick-up by Sean Marsh.
Swing and a miss.
But he had a fair bit of ground to cover, Munro. It's just a question of whether he was treading on or over the rope as he flicked it back. Oh, he just couldn't get rid of it. The momentum was just pulling. So a let off for Marsh, a close call anyway.
Perfect technique and placement.
Going on over here in the west. 2 for 25 after 3.
It was easy for us to think about Adelaide Test match, especially that 1 hour, and get bogged down.
India bounced back the most emphatic victory.
It was all about coming into the Test match with that attitude on the field.
Australia versus India.
3 more to the score.
7th January. Only on Sony Sports Channels.
The Run Fest begins with the world's grandest T20 league in Australia. Adelaide Strikers versus Sydney Sixers. Today, 1:45 p.m.
And that gets to the boundary. 4 runs.
Series again. He's showing good athleticism to get down there.
Oh, yeah, he's a tall man. And it's not easy once you follow through to then get the head back
Oh, they're
down.
confident.
Try and get something on it. Deflecting it back onto the stumps.
The last of the power play overs at the top of the innings. A couple out on the leg side, Berendorf. And just going to take it out fastly. It's Mitch Marsh. Berendorf gets his second wicket of the tournament.
Plays and misses.
Good captaincy from Ashton Turner. Keeping the slip in place. Berendorf just with the angle across the right-hander. Catching the outside edge and well taken by Mitch Marsh. 3 down in the power play. Let's have another look at it. Webster trying to force off the back foot. Safely taken. Yeah, I think Mitch Marsh might be just pointing to either who's captain.
But he usually does much better. This is a big wicket.
Webster goes to 2. We're going to go through Zephyr. Livingston out in the middle in the celebrations there. Mitch Marsh
Wilderman is the new batter at the
captain?
non-strikers end.
Yeah, Mitch actually said at the start of the over that he shouldn't be in there, so... That sums up what Mitch knows.
Hit that hard and fast.
You didn't even have AT's back. That is the perfect start for you guys.
Beautiful start. Yeah, the ball was above it. Yeah, we said about taking wickets in the power play. Yeah, hopefully we can get another here and really put it to the top.
So is that the plan? Just keep pushing for wickets, or the balance between keeping it tight as well?
We know at this ground...
Takes a risk, but maximum reward.
We just try and take as many wickets as we can in the first 10. Yeah, I guess the more wickets you take, the more you slow them down. So, yeah, hopefully we can get another hit.
You might just hold you there, mate, if you're okay. We'll just let Mohamed Nabi, the new batsman, take his first ball. The Perth power engaged now.
Wasn't the tidiest of overs, but got the wicket they needed.
Marsh, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the great southern stand end.
Just have a lot of vocal people and creating an atmosphere.
Yeah, we always say that the Perth crowd, they're very good when we're on top. So we try and get them on side as early as we can. And thankfully, Ingo and Munn has sort of resurrected the crowd, I think, in that first innings. So, yeah, it's nice to have them on our side.
That's a good boundary.
Liam, just wondering what the feeling like is around the group. Obviously not the best start to the tournament, but it looks like a fantastic team on paper. How's Adam Voges and the coaching staff been keeping the team positive?
V's been brilliant. When me and Jace came in, obviously the lads hadn't won a game, and we were sort of expecting it to be pretty down, but there's been loads of smiles around the group. AT's been brilliant. He's quite a laid-back character anyways, but I think with the side that we've got, we've just got to trust that things are going to come good for us, and thankfully the last couple of games...
It's a good shot.
Yeah, last couple of games we're starting to put both facets together, so yeah, I guess the main message from everyone has been to stay positive, keep smiling, make sure we go out
ready to face their first ball.
Like you said, our team on paper, if we keep on doing that, I think we'll come out on the right side of most games.
Two's the call from Marsh. That's our man out in the middle with a brilliant pick-up and throw. We'll let you go, Liam. Thank you.
Not too bad from either side there.
The 4 overs of the power play, 3 for 32.
They say I'm a powerhouse, and they're not wrong.
They call me a champion, and I'm one.
Now it's your turn
to show who is the champion. Are you ready to play the big match? Download the My 11 Circle app. Make your team now.
and play with champions.
Make your team now, only on My 11 Circle. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Over backward square leg there, that got him his first 6, and then just a moment ago Webster edged, forcing off the back foot to Marsh, standing at slip. Sean Marsh, beautiful off drive there to finish off those highlights.
Well, Sean Marsh is the key really now, 13 off 8. There's the scorecard.
1-1
I
there.
guess Riley Rousseau's still to come, and he's going to be a big wicket, but then they've got quite a long tail, so I'd say this partnership in the next.
Aaron Hardy comes in.
And a key for the Renegades.
Quite easily the best bowling power play for the Scorchers with their BBL 10. Took a couple of wickets with the ball in the power play on another occasion.
Swing and a miss. The batsman misjudging that one.
Very impressive.
Aaron Hardy too, he was very impressive in his last
Needs a direct hit.
Wickets. Just seems to be just growing in confidence with every opportunity that he gets. The Scorchers have certainly shown a lot of faith in him as that
Can't make it back against some great work in the field. That's out.
Pre-season games, and yeah, they really like this kid, and they're giving him plenty of opportunities to grow at the level.
Richardson is the new batter at the non-strikers end.
They take the single.
To keep us slipping, particularly the Nabi. Plays the very open face just for another, at least for this over when he's on strike.
Reacted well there. Good catch.
Bounce and pace in the wicket. Nabi was slow going in his last outing with the bat. He can't get up towards the end against the Thunder at Metricon.
Well, could this be better than Mackenzie Harper's just a few days ago? It's a big wicket, Sean Marsh. Let's have a look at this one again. Aaron Hardy gets an early wicket. Oh, it's pretty similar to Harvey's just a few days ago.
Catch is probably the speed off the bat, the angle, fielding in that area, that back gully area. It can be hard to pick the ball up sometimes with Jason Roy there. Magnificent effort away to his unnatural side, right-handed. And that's the end of the dangerous short march. He was looking good. He goes for 14.
Oh no, he's put that one down.
Renegades now 4 for 34 after 4.4.
Massive congratulations, India.
We witnessed history on Sony Sports. It's time again to be part of the legacy where the fierce rivals will be tested. Witness the test of champions.
Just a lack of
Sony
concentration there.
Sports, where a new era of history will unfold. Watch Australia versus India live, third test, Thursday, 7th January, 3:30 a.m. onwards, only on Sony Sports channels.
Time has been bowling well here. Comes back on from the members end.
Needs to dig in now. He's got a lot more time to bat in this innings, and he typically may
That's
have in
right
T20
from the
cricket.
middle of the bat.
What a brilliant catch. Lit up the Perth Stadium. Jason Lloyd. And Hardy successful in his first over.
Doesn't play that one well.
He just needs to allow himself some time to get into an innings.
Going for the big cover drive first ball. We've got to take another look at that catch, don't we?
We'll get through this ball. We'll get to the end of the over, and one of the best fielders in history sitting at the end of the com box here. And we'll have a look. That's
Takes an easy
nice.
catch. That was served up on a platter.
An eventful first over for Aaron Hardy. 6 off it, like a big wicket of March, 4 for 38.
The deceased batsman caught out for 34.
Tremaine is the new man at the non-strikers end. Took all that time to get the pads on. Might as well not bother. The new batsman will be down at the
Livingston out in
non-strikers
the
end.
middle. That was pretty exciting, from your fellow countryman.
I think there's a bit of mail.
Absolutely hammers that one.
Everyone was laughing because we're obviously like scoring our dividend. And he's 2 for 2. He's won both games at the moment, so everyone's trying to outdo him. But he's getting himself in some great positions. And our fielding coach, Cass, will be. I think he's got a little soft spot for Jake, so he'll be pretty happy with that, I reckon.
He gets a real football goalkeeper positioning, doesn't he? He nearly held on.
Perfect
to
technique and placement.
Fortunately today he did. What did you have to say to him? You got in there and gave him a good head rub.
You were just saying, here we go again. But no, to be fair, he works really hard on it. He's been one of the best in the world, I reckon, now for a while. He fields there for England and does an unbelievable job. So he's definitely a great man for
huge shot.
But also, talking and running from my scrum.
It's a big boundary out there. You've got plenty of work to do.
It's massive.
And maybe just quickly, I noticed on your social media, Livo, very philosophical outlook. A really nice post on New Year's Eve, where it's been a year where we've all had to learn to appreciate things in life that we may have taken for granted.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, catch it, Sakura going back at mid-off. Yeah, taken. Aaron Hardy settles. So they just keep falling for the Renegades. We'll go back to Liam Livingston shortly.
Nice shot.
This is carnage at Perth Stadium for the Renegades.
Yes, well, we'll say there. Blake missed hard on his first ball. In a real rush there. Another rush of blood down the wicket this time by Liam Twelve. Back twisting in his hand. Just a bit reckless for me, Mike.
Yeah, both mid-on and mid-off up inside the circle. So he was trying to get down the pitch a little bit and get it over the top.
Runs coming along nicely here. Big power on display.
Ryder also goes for 6. Renegades in all kinds of trouble. 5 for 41.
Your legacy can be ripped apart.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Now the stage is set for the
Well
greats of
played.
tennis. Australian Open, no place for impossible. Live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10 2.
Found herself down in the cellar. Big cross. Nabi will be on strike. He's having to face the forward deliveries. Crestwich, the new batsman at the non-strikers end.
Big appeal.
Easy, Ash. Okay, Blake, please.
It was an interesting point from Liam Livingston. We chatted to him a few minutes ago when he said let's try and get as many wickets as we can in the first 10 overs because the back 10 is where you can score so many runs. So the Scorchers have been outstanding in that department so far today.
Yeah, it's just to the nature of the wicket, perhaps responding to when the ball starts to get a bit softer.
Seen much of him, Roy?
I've seen, yeah, I have. Well, I've probably seen. Yeah, he can bat, but he's not known for it. He's only played the 12 games, and in 12 games, a Big Bash, he probably would have only batted, 4-6 times. So he's probably never had an opportunity like this. The amount of overs that are left to bat, he would never have been out.
And they probably need to be smart here too, Gilly. As you say, try and get to that bash boost point initially. They can't afford to have a really bad loss here and affect their net run rate.
Edge and fell short of Mitch Marsh. It's a surprise. Pretty much everything has flown through today.
The batsman didn't know where that was going.
And the over 5 for 43.
They're just short of Mitch Marsh there. Might be a bit deep there because he did sort of push at it. A step.
Right Pictures here from Metricon Stadium. Alex Carey at the helm for the Adelaide Strikers. Jordan Silk. So
another wicket. The batting side are being torn to shreds.
Perth Rollers get the final wicket. They've won this by 36 runs. That's all we've got for you now. Hope you join us again soon for more exciting cricket.
Double-headed Big Bash cricket. 64, the total at the bottom. It might be where they're focusing now.
Yes, Liv.
Analysing goes for your team. You talked about there a moment ago.
I wish I could. I reckon it's just whatever Jason Roy does, that's what we go with. That's the way it feels at the moment. No, we had a bit of a running joke last year with Cast that throws, chances created, movement, shine at the stumps, how many times we hit. There's a scoring system with it all, and yeah, he just sort of tallies it up at the end, and it gives you a winner. But it seems to be heavily in favour of lads in the ring at the moment. So I'm trying to get myself in the ring or change the way it's scored.
Ooh, but not the chance out in the deep now. And he's in. You're on the board, mate. Yeah, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all for this T20 between Brisbane Burners and Mumbai. I'm Michael Slater, and this is James Taylor.
Hi, Slats. This is looking like it's going to be a close contest. Absolutely perfect conditions. Not a cloud in the sky. Hard to say what the captains will do here.
This should be a fairly even contest. Should be a good one.
Good work from Aaron Hardy. Yeah, the ball short enough where Nabi couldn't quite control it, and then our man talking it through it at the time.
Going down to the middle now. The captains are there for the toss.
Fielder of the day.
Yeah, good piece of work from Aaron Hardy and the Scorchers once again. Mohammad Nabi goes for 5, 6 for 46, Renegades.
I tell you what, the Bash boosters know certainly, not because they won't have the right run rate, they might get bowled out before it. Bowler breakdown there. No spinners yet. Every bowler has taken a wicket. Hardy a couple. And that run out as well from Aaron Finch. That was a killer blow, wasn't it?
It just goes to show you, if you take your catches, you know, it just creates so much pressure, it makes the game so much easier for you. So everything that's been hit to hand has been taken, and they've also affected a run out. That was a fluke, but everything else has been spot on. There's been no misfields. It's a really complete performance so far.
Single there. Prestwich will maintain the strike after 7. Renegade 6 for 47.
And we're just about to get underway. Time for the...
Sri Lanka tour on Sony. England tour on Sony. And Zimbabwe tour on Sony. On Sony! Only on Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network.
First ball.
Marsh slashing backward a point. Jason Roy. What a catch. Aaron Hardy got his first wicket. Yep. Riley
What a
Rousseau tried to
delivery
go
towards the edge.
Aaron Hardy this time the catcher. He went for 6, and then Hardy getting another wicket. Nabi just trying to turn one around on the leg side. Couldn't control
They get
it.
3. Appeal for that one.
Live. And Livingston took a good catch. So 6 for 48 now. Not bad captaincy again, bringing Jai Richardson, who's been in good touch lately. He's a wicket taker. Looking to try and close this out very quickly.
Yeah, lower scores. You have to say that'd be a threat. What's left to come? Prestwich can handle the bat, but what's left to come? Not so much.
Is that straight to? So close. It was Jason Berendorf.
Not sure why they're appealing there.
Looks to me that they're going to go try and get this bonus point going on that shot. Richardson's first ball.
First ball he's faced. He's going after it against probably the Scorchers' best bowler.
Driven for 4.
I think you're right, Roy. I think they've almost given this game up, but they're just trying to get the Bash boost point, just to get something out of the game.
Been bowled out for 60 and 80 in 2 of the matches they've played this season.
Ends the over.
Melbourne Renegades.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming onto bowl from the north end.
They've got some good players in the lineup as well. Yeah, the likes of Finch.
That one's a bit too full. Played nicely.
Mohamed Nabi should be doing better and more consistently.
Yes, Mono's excellent, mate.
Yeah, they haven't been able to find a formula, have they, for a couple of years now. It's been hard going for them.
Well, I think the formula that they've had is Finch and Sean Marsh.
Yeah, they're
so reliant on those two.
Carrying the bulk of the work, but as you know, you can't rely on 2 players. You said earlier, plus you know your role in the team, and you've got to contribute by doing your job.
That one bounces through to the keeper.
Renegades, I must admit, coming into the tournament,
just lets that go through.
They had them
Wide
as the big improvers. Because Finch was going to be available the whole season. So there's going to be no white ball cricket for Australia. Same with Kate Richardson.
Not able to connect.
Good overseas players. They've got Josh Layla from the Brisbane Heat, who's a good operator as well. I thought Sean Marsh would be better again after a second year at the
That's out the middle of the bat.
They've been disappointing again.
Yeah, if we're really trying to nail them, since 2018, they've had 4 wins and 16 losses.
Since they won the title.
Since winning the title. And that's not good enough, is it? So, there'll be some disappointed men there, coaching staff and what have you.
Side edge, it's going to get to the boundary. Very handy 4 runs in the concept of the Bash boost point. 6 for 59 off 8.
Bit of a workout, but safely fielded.
Legendary.
Just called wide there.
Night from the WWE Thunderdome. Featuring the immortal Hulk Hogan, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the world's largest athlete, the Big Show, and the All-American girl, Tori Wilson, plus many more.
What a night we have planned for you here on Raw.
Nothing the batsman could have done better. Great ball.
They're confident in this one.
Sydney Sixers won the backflip. And field first.
Going to need to bowl that one again. Wide signal.
The Renegades on the back foot. It will get much easier now. The experience and goal of Fawad Ahmed.
You'll be loving this fella coming in this situation.
The bowler won't like that
6
one
wickets
bit.
down. Noted batsman in as well, so you'd expect lots of wrong-uns and deception here from Fawad Ahmed. He'll be looking to clean up the tail.
He'll slip in 2. A big shot.
Give away a bit too much there.
Really tight over here. It'll be a very intriguing little battle. The man comes up into the circle there at mid-wicket.
Yes, Ash.
Oh, hang on, mix up.
Great delivery to find the edge.
From Richardson.
And they get through for 1.
Too much to do, Inglis.
Yeah, the throw wasn't really hard. It was sort of away from the stumps a little bit. They had to gather and then bring the ball back to the stumps. Got his glove as well.
Wait there. Yeah.
He's there, thank you. But it made my decision going to the big screen.
And through for one.
Done enough and quick enough too. Quick work from Inglis, and that's going to be the end of Richardson. Well, from bad to worse for the Renegades. They lose their 7th.
He's not happy about it at all. Well, this bash boost point is not over yet for the Scorchers. Let's have a look at it again. It's a flat delivery, cut the backward point. Good bit of field.
Oh, what a good shot.
Excellent work from Inglis. Nothing going wrong for the Renegades. Richardson goes for 9, 7 for 59.
It was easy for us to think about Adelaide Test match, especially that 1 hour.
Great timing. Racist.
India bounced back the most emphatic victory.
It was all about, I think, coming into the Test match with that attitude on the field.
Bring on the 3rd Test.
Australia versus India, 3rd Test, Thursday, 7th January. Only on Sony Sports Channels.
Wales will bring the field in because they're going to get 5 singles if you don't, aren't they? You'd think. So what are they going to do?
5, well, they've got 4 in the circle plus a slip on the offside, Roy. Pressure on Josh Lala.
First up, first.
Gave a few too many away in that
call
over.
from behind the stumps. Down the ground, it's a dot.
Yes.
Edged. What a ball.
They're asking the question.
So it's mounting on the Renegades. You think you could put the glasses down as far as the overall result goes, but all of a sudden, the squeeze is on for the bonus point.
Catch it!
That's right, it's taken. Gets his first.
Tries to drive that, but mistimes.
Clever bowling from Fawad Ahmed. He just tossed it up a little bit high, but also a little bit wider. I think he sensed that Josh Layla was going to come down the pitch.
Shot.
Try and hit one out of the park. Didn't really get to the pitch. He's slightly across the line. Easiest of catches for the captain, Ashton Turner.
He's trapped in front there.
They've lost their 8th wicket now, the Renegades.
No, doesn't like that one. Signals for the review. There's only one available, so the captain must be confident.
That's pretty much what the entire Melbourne Renegades team feel like doing. Find somewhere quiet, whether it's digging a hole or in the back of the change room, because it's somewhat of an embarrassing display at the moment. Peter Hatzeglu. His first year of Big Bash cricket. Comes out. Job to do to survive first and foremost. And try to get into this next over and allow Jack Prestwich the chance to hit the runs for this bonus point. Oh! He knew Fawad Ahmed. He's played cricket with him. Fuzzy, he was close. 8 for 59.
नो डाउट राशिद भाई ने 3 टेस्ट में 3 बार 5 विकेट लिए होंगे, पर मैं भी कोई कच्चा खिलाड़ी नहीं हूँ। मैं टीवी देख के बता देता हूँ कि बॉल लेग ब्रेक है या गूगली। देख लेना।
Pitching in
इस
line.
बार मेरी 11 राशिद 11 के
The impact is in line.
तीसरा स्टॉप।
That reaffirms the umpire's decision. It stands not out.
My11 is ready. और आपकी?
My11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और राशिद के साथ
Very close call there. Going for the review made sense, but it goes unrewarded, and now they've got no reviews left.
Last over in this well, this point is still
Bit of frustration showing with that appeal.
5 runs to defend.
The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
They'll get half a point each, Roy. Where's that gone? Is there a man there settling? No, he couldn't get back. It was Turner going backwards and the man at deep mid-wicket getting around, so 2 valuable runs.
2 more to Bash boost point. Sorry, 3 more. You got to go past it.
Yeah. 63 will equal what the Scorchers were, and that would be if they finish
the
on
batsman
that.
in a way lucky not to connect
half
there.
a point
He
each.
misread that and could easily have found the edge.
That'll be 50 up for the two in the middle here. Good partnership forming.
Home this one in on that pace of middle stump.
Richardson's not happy with that call, but it looked to be just outside that blue guideline. But you're right, he gave himself a lot of room there, Prestwich.
Yep. Mid-off's up. Mid-on's up.
The bowler beating them all ends up.
Over that offside.
Would you go Yorker at the stumps here?
I reckon Yorker at the base of off stump, because if he does that again, he might be able to reach it.
That one's a bit too full, played nicely.
Really good contact. Well, that's that issue sorted. The Renegades really on the back foot in the overall big picture, but they're going to come away salvaging 1 point.
This is a good shot, great shot. John Rich rolling quick. Good short one, well directed, and Prestwich. Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
He knew the minute he made contact with it, though, there was no grey area there. It's got a long way back.
Yep. What a delivery. Finds the edge.
Strong boy.
He's 6'4". Long levers. Yeah, got a good piece of that one.
Well, that made it interesting for a little while, didn't it? That was something to get excited about. Oh, what follow-up. Pretty well negotiated in the end from Prestwich.
Well, he didn't keep his eye on the ball. It's almost like he ducked his head forward. Let's watch his head here. I think the eyes might have got closed as well. That was not too far away.
Yeah, if he was expecting that, he said, if you bowl me another one of them, I'll hit you twice, I'll hit you that far again. But it was a double bluff, wasn't it? He said, have some more. That might have been a fluke.
Chase out there for Livingston. Does enough. Keeps it to 2. Yeah. Sixers bowling first. Very, very soon. We'll be going straight there.
That's hit the pad. Huge appeal.
Over to Metropole Stadium.
Not out the decision. A life for the batsman, perhaps.
Bit of a shock loss for the Sixers up against the Brisbane Heat. Nice to see your boys.
Shock was it, Adam?
Well, Brisbane Heat.
They're 2 teams in the race.
Made a little bit of a mess
One
of a
run
couple
there.
of chases, haven't they? It was nice to see them get the job done last night.
I tell you, I think Lewis Gregory's been a good addition for the Heat there, Roy. He played beautifully last night.
That goes for 4. Good shot.
Cool, busy, and just got him over the line nicely.
He was calm, wasn't he? And he's bowling, actually. I knew he could bowl a bit, but I didn't realise he's quite skillful with the ball too. So he's doing a good job, and as you said, a good inclusion in that group.
I wonder what they're seeing that I'm not.
Yeah, his hamstring injury looks like he's not far away. So
what about the email on Morne Morkel?
Yeah, he's back with the team. Yep. So I would say the next game he's available for selection as well.
Good. That's a very solid defence there. It closes out the 10 overs at the halfway mark. Renegades 8 for 71.
Surprise, surprise, the king is back.
And safely plays that along the ground.
And a single.
I'm one of the best in the world. One mistake, and it's over. I'm going to stop Connor by any means necessary.
Poirier versus McGregor, Sunday 24th January 8:30 AM, live on Sony 10 2 और हिंदी में Sony 10 3 पर.
India's batsmen have had a horror session. 4-9-2-0, 4-0-8, 4-0-4.
Great delivery to find the edge.
36. I'm still in a bit of shock.
It was
They'll
easy
get
for
one
us
there.
to think about Adelaide Test match, especially at 1 hour, and get bogged down.
India, after 36 all out, have bounced back within 10 days with the most emphatic victory.
It was all about coming into the Test match with the intent, with the attitude on the field.
That will go down in the history of Indian cricket.
And 2 runs added.
Victories away from home. The series is squared at 1 apiece. Bring on the third test, whatever that may be.
5 runs added in the over.
Australia versus India, third test. Thursday,
I'm not
7th
sure
January,
there's anything in that.
4:30
This bowler really can get these spinning a
on
long
Sony
way.
Sports Channels.
Let's see how they go.
Here at Perth Stadium, there's the Scorchers in a dominant position. He did just give up the bash boost.
Run saved with that effort.
Them a little bit, but,
They'll get a single.
hopes of achieving victory and trying to climb up out of the bottom 2. BBL 10 ladder. Melbourne Renegades. It's just
Goes through to the
nightmare
wicket
for
keeper.
them.
No shot off it.
Scorecard there.
So wide there.
Sean Marsh, he did look like he could have gone up through the gears, but it was a brilliant catch from Jason Roy.
What an amazing catch. It was headed for 6, but he's reeled it in.
All the bowls in the wickets. Fawad Ahmed got a first in his first over, and he's going to continue now from the members' end.
It's been complete domination really for the Scorchers today. They really have. They've batted beautifully, put on a good score, 185. And then the new ball just picked up so many early wickets. They got a little bit lucky with the Aaron Finch run out. Great catch from Jason Roy at backward point as well, but in general, they've been the better team on the day. Batted better, bowled better, and there's certainly been a lot more discipline in the field than the Renegades.
Bounce there. Just got to pitch up a little bit further. Draw. Shit. Anyone, you got to draw them
One
forward
bounce
as a
and that's
spinner.
4.
You are all the players. Draw them forward, bring in stumped LBW bowl.
Waiting, mate. Moving, Jace. That's the point, Jace.
Heard from Liam Livingston earlier on about the fielding award. He took a catch while he was speaking to us.
Catch it.
Cut away. Should get down to the boundary. That won't impress Fawad Ahmed. Go back out to the middle with Liam Livingston. Liam, I mentioned about that New Year's Eve post. You were very appreciative of
One more
everything
to the
in that
score.
troublesome year, but there was mentioning about you got some hair. Can you elaborate?
I got a bit of stick last year about my hairline, so thought I better get something done to it.
All right, well, can you tell us what
The
you had?
bowler will have enjoyed that
Just
over.
a few
It
out
was
the
a
back and in
beauty.
the front. Nothing too
The
complicated.
pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Fuzzy was giving me a bit of stick there. He had a bit of hairline than me, so I wasn't having any of it.
Sounds like an over from Fawad Ahmed. A few out the back and a few out the front. Nice finish from Fawad Ahmed, 11 gone, 8 for 76. And, well, we will let Liam Livingston go because you might have just heard him say this could be fun. I think he's walking to the bowling crease.
Yeah, well, he bowls some pretty handy leggies as well.
Yep.
Nothing the batsman could have done better. Great ball.
They're asking the question.
There, and he's running his hands through his beautiful head of hair.
That looked really close.
We'll let him get the field set. Now that's very impressive. Got Fuzzy covered now, hasn't he?
And they get a single
You
there.
reckon, Roy?
Good move.
No, about the hair. Something you might consider, mate, or
Can you take any out of the back and put it on the front? I don't think there's much there.
Some on the top.
He lets that go through to the
Well,
keeper.
there's his numbers. 4 wickets, yeah. Can roll out a nice leg spinner.
Good spin, good bounce. Wondering why he needs a slip, doesn't he?
I think I heard him say that he would love to slip in there, but
and
some captains pulled rank and said no.
Catch.
Catch, it's a call. I think it's going to go over. It is.
Into the over, and again, it's a good one for the bowling side.
Shortest part of the stadium there over mid-off. So, good shot. Pressure trying to start leg out of the road. Bottom hand come in late.
Like a bit of a backspinner from Livingston, but he just got it too full. Tell you what, Prestridge, he's a strong boy. Just cleared the front leg and good contact. Batters, they love coming on for a bowl, though. They try and pick up a cheeky wicket, and it's got a good opportunity here.
2 runs added.
Waiting, mate, waiting.
Nice man. Now that after this over, Prestridge calls for the power surge. Yeah, just it's a bit of a Hail Mary, isn't it? We're just going to try and see what you can salvage. Oh, salvaging a bit here. It's gone high, but coming around mid-off, and both mid and mid-off tried to get there. It's another 6. We saw the Brisbane Heat resurrect an innings a week or so ago where they were gone for all money. They took the power play and took it for about the power surge, took it for about 40 runs.
Catch it.
Oh, catch it again, but I think it's going to be a member of the
Moves
crowd.
into the 40s, playing well.
No, it isn't. It did hold up. The previous 2 had carried, but Berendorf settled. Livingston gets his man. They lose their 9th.
Well, I think he'll take 1 for 12. He was really trying to buy the wicket, tossing it right up there. Prestridge needed no second invitation. Hit 2 beautiful shots for 6, but couldn't quite get this one out of the middle. Jason Berendorf, he seemed to be camped under this for an eternity. But he's got a good pair of hands.
Good catch that. He would have known the rope was right there. It was only a step away, not a very big one.
Big shout for that one.
That'll be the 9th wicket down.
Didn't get the wicket, but that will have unnerved the batsman. He needs to keep the pressure up.
Only in the 11.5 overs gone. Prestridge goes for 33.
They take a single.
It's not impressive reading for the Melbourne Renegades. Counter punch from Jack Prestridge. To give that any sort of respectability. That's one did cross. So Hatzabu gets a single. Gets off the mark. He retains the strike. 9 for 89 after 12.
Here, legacy could be ripped apart. A joker could make us all cry. And now the stage is set for the greats of tennis.
Doesn't play that one well.
Australian Open, no place for impossible. Live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10-2.
I literally tried to bowl a perfect leg every ball. I just bowled a bit full, but it's been a while since I bowled, to be fair, so it is what it is. Yeah, hopefully I'll get a few more opportunities going further forward and it might come out a little bit better.
Well done, mate. They came out very nicely.
Thanks, mate.
And more importantly, as Farah Ahmed continues on. The 3 judges in the commentary box give the hair a perfect 10, mate, so it's looking good.
That's all that matters, eh? The lads were a bit surprised, to be fair, when I turned up. No one knew about it.
Like it.
Ends the over.
And the perfect start for your 4-game home stretch here, mate. Some nice momentum now.
Yeah, massively. We said that. It's obviously not an easy place to come, so we said how big it was to start strong here. And yeah, hopefully we can build on this and keep going. Lovely, Fuzzy.
3 days' time, it's the Sydney Sixers. What's the plan? Is there some training scheduled in between matches, or is it just sort of taking it easy in a tight schedule?
Yeah, it's obviously tight. We'll have a day off tomorrow training and then play, just try and make sure our skills are up to scratch.
And that gets to the boundary. 4 runs.
He's going to stay away from all the handshaking and high five. It is a crazy year, and it was a crazy batting performance from the Melbourne Renegades. The Perth Scorchers, really, really impressive 69-run winners.
Oh, they've totally outclassed the Renegades today. Set it up with the bat, and then we're just ruthless with the ball. Another low total for the bat with the Renegades. They'll be
Split
very,
decision
very
there.
disappointed.
The throw goes to the wrong end, and the
All
batsman
out
will
for
get back
89.
safely.
Scorchers win big by 96 runs, and you just get the feeling they're starting to get a bit of momentum. They've got a good team on paper. The English imports are starting
End
to
of
find
the
some
over.
form, but there's headaches, big headaches for Aaron Finch.
Pace now.
And the Renegades. Because of the situation of the restrictions, they can't go over and shake hands on this occasion. Fly in to Perth, and the rules are very strict, so yeah, they can't get close to the opposition at all, but they were gracious in defeat.
Don't go anywhere. Coming up, the Strikers versus the Sixers from Metricon Stadium up at the Gold Coast. Very dejected Melbourne Renegades, 3rd time.
Confident in this one. Big appeal, but no interest from the umpire.
What a delivery. Draws the edge.
Maybe some bat there. I don't know.
Mumbai with a big breakthrough there. Could we be seeing the tide start to turn here?
That was an excellent knock. He can walk off really happy with how he's played today.
The right-hander is coming to bat at number 4.
Ross is the new batsman.
This is really good, precise bowling. Another dot ball.
Yes, catch! Yes, catch!
A wicket falling in that over, and not many runs from it. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yes.
That one missed everything, and then some.
Yes, catch!
And they get through for one.
Yep.
He'll get 2 for that. Great shot.
Yes, catch it.
That's what the crowd have come to see. Nicely played.
Right there. Yes, catch!
Some well-targeted bowling in that over.
The pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yes.
Oh, picks that one nicely. Good shot. Good work in the field there.
Huge appeal. Ross going back to the pavilion a lot sooner than you'd normally expect. Big breakthrough.
The player dividing the field, caught behind for 9. The left-hander is coming into bat at number 5.
Head, the new batsman, arrives at the crease.
Yes.
They take a single.
Yeah. Good.
Perfect technique and placement.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Nothing the batsman could have done better. Great ball.
Strong appeal.
Yes, yes. Catch it.
And they get a single there.
Yes.
Super shot that. He plays that nicely, gets 2.
Yes.
What a delivery, finds the edge.
Bowler.
Not too bad from either side there.
Yes. Yes.
And through for 1.
Yes. That's it.
1 more to the score.
Overstepping the mark, no ball called. Solid shot, goes for 4.
He needs to bowl a good one to avoid being smashed.
Give away a bit too much there. The right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yes.
They'll get a single.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
One run there.
Right there.
5 runs in that over.
This bowler really can get these spinning a long way. Let's see how they go.
Yes. Bowler then.
That throw's gone to the wrong end. Lucky escape for the batsman.
Yes, yes, good.
Good shot.
Bowler.
Very nice throw back there. Good fielding.
Yes.
One more added.
Yep. Bowler, bowler.
They'll get one there.
Yes, yes. Yes. Bowler.
And that's the end of a very good over.
Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Yep.
He's trapped in front there.
Yes. Catch.
Takes the single.
Yes, yes.
They're confident in this one. Precision, just a great shot.
So it's time for a change-up here. James is off to have a snack, and in his place, it's Mel Jones.
Thanks, Slats. Run chase. A big task ahead for the batsman. Let's see what he can do.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Oh, well bowled. Mistimed that one.
Ah, dropped the ball. Good precision with a throw back from the deep. The bowler beating them all ends up there.
Nice bowling.
He's beaten all ends up by that.
Impressive opening over from Ben Dorcius. 1 for 3.
Australia, you're on Sony. Sri Lanka, you're on Sony. England, you're on Sony. And Zimbabwe, you're on Sony. On Sony! Only on Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network. On Sony Sports Network.
That's what the batting looks like for the Adelaide Strikers. Salt already gone. Weatherall, we know, can bring plenty, but has had an interesting time of it. Johnny Wells.
End of the over.
Gibson, Rashid Khan can hold the bat. Dan Worrell, a 50 earlier in the tournament.
How about his scores since that, Joe?
I wasn't going to focus on them.
Sandoval, left arm unorthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Sweep shot comes out. Good result for Matty Renshaw.
Don't test Jordan Sill. No. It might be 20 metres away, but he can get there. But good intent straight away, though, I will say to Renshaw. You know, Salt is normally the striker's batsman that goes after spin.
Oh, he catch Benny.
So you still want to try and find the boundary.
It's a little bit out there, isn't it, for the spinners? That one gripped and turned away from the left-hander.
That's 4. Nice shot.
Has he got a piece of that? Yes, he has. No hesitation from the umpire. Strikers already in all sorts.
Yeah, an interesting shot selection there by Renshaw, and I'm sure he's going to kick himself for it. He saw that the ball was turning, so he thought he'd go with the reverse sweep. Hit the back of the bat and ballooned up nicely to Josh Philippi, was able to find it. So Ben Menenti seems to have this knack, and whenever he comes on for the Sydney Sixers, he has some immediate impact. He's fired up as well. Sixers back-to-back games, so Renshaw goes for 6, and the Strikers in early trouble, 2 for 7.
Massive congratulations, India.
We witnessed history on Sony Sports. It's time again to be part of the legacy.
And that's a single.
Where the fierce rivals will be tested. Witness the test of champions on Sony Sports, where a new era of history will unfold. Watch Australia versus India live.
Key wicket in this match, really important.
3:30 a.m. onwards, only on Sony Sports channels.
Big partnership needed now. Johnny Wells a really good player, and he joins Alex Carey.
And the departing batsman.
Early trouble for the Strikers.
Yeah, and John O'Wells, they like him batting in the middle overs when the field spreads and he's beautiful deflecting and he's running between the wickets. He doesn't play spin very well, has a low strike rate against them, so not ideal, but excellent start by the Strikers, who have really just put the ball in play. It's been shot selection
nice shot.
that's led to these 2 wickets for the Strikers.
I know these are power play overs. Let's see the catching it from the stump mic, and ended up being relatively simple. But you are allowed to have a look, aren't you? You are allowed to give yourself 5 or 6 balls just to assess what sort of a surface you're batting on, especially when you're batting first in the game.
But we've seen this, haven't we, this year? Because the power play is shorter, 4 overs, opening batters think they've got to go extra harder because they can't cash in.
It'd be very interesting to hear at the innings break how this pitch is played, because it looks like it's skidding on, which for me, horizontal shots are risky until the ball softens up a little bit.
And through for 1.
Down.
Gets it through. When you're in good form, that's what happens. Boundary for Carey. Second overdone, 2 for 12.
They say I'm a powerhouse, and they're not wrong.
They call me a champion, and I'm one.
Now it's your turn.
To show who is the champion. Are you ready to play the big match? Download the My 11 Circle.
2 run.
Make your team now.
And play with champions.
Make your team now, only on My 11 Circle. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Oh, and that got what it deserved.
The headlines look like this. Scorchers absolutely pound the Renegades. 6 straight loss. Heat beating the Sixers. That was last night. Maxi's in very, very good form, but the Hurricanes got up. Chris Lynn, hopefully an early return against the Thunder tomorrow.
Reasonably good over there.
Well, there you go. JB, you
That's
happy?
it?
Yeah.
Well, just a couple. That's all.
No, I agree. I
Needs a direct
think
hit.
you've got to give yourself a little bit more time than what
Takes the
players are
single.
doing. You almost want to go at a run rate of, what, 7 maybe in the 4, but not losing the wickets, and then you can absolutely cash in. You're nodding a lot.
Runs coming along nicely here.
Careful with
Big
the kicking,
power
but
on
just
display.
talking about reading the pitch. Pretty solid first ball he faced. Just have a look at it here and the length. It actually comes on a bit quicker and doesn't bounce enough. The dismissal ball's in exactly the same spot, angling across, and he decides to take it on horizontal to the leg side. For me, he should have realised after that first ball that definitely could still hit through the offside, but you needed to play with a more vertical bat unless it was a full-on bouncer. So going back to what you're saying, JB, you've still got time to read the pitch, then work out a plan what shots are on and what are off.
And they get
Running
back for the
hard.
second.
Not sure they'll get back. As Lisa pointed out, top of the show, sloppy in the field last night, the Sixers. Something you don't often say about this franchise. They tend to do most things pretty well.
Well, whenever you have a Jordan Silk in your side,
that's a great stroke.
He tends to kind of lift the energy, and no doubt at training he would set the standard. So, yeah, it was surprising to see them, especially under pressure.
That is the avenue of apprehension to Jono Wells, who needs runs. He was dominant last year, BBL 09, and really a few years before that. He's found a niche for himself. It's a different
end of the
Big
over,
Bash play.
and that was a very good one
hitting
for the
gaps,
batting
running
side.
between the wickets, but with the swinging ball, with the seaming ball, just getting caught on the crease here.
That'll be a wide. 84 at 16 in this tournament.
Yeah, that was worth it by Dwarshus. That was worth it. That was the full, quicker in-swinger. So a wide, but I love
they get a
the
single there.
tactics. Take him across the crease and release this one. Got it wrong, but you can see how much that swung late.
Trying to blow off the front pad and get the LBW. You said at 16 last year, this year, he was averaging 68 last year at a strike rate of 135. Just shows you what a completely different year and season John Wells is having at the moment for the Adelaide Strikers.
Also, Dwarshus, this has been an outstanding first couple of overs. He knows that Wells isn't a power hitter, so he's gone the extra.
The throw went to the wrong end. He's used up his luck quota for the day, I'd say.
Over mid-wicket. But 2 in-swingers. Now does he get it just across off stump again?
Shot.
1 for 6 off his first 2 overs is good going for Dwarshus. 2 for 16.
It was easy for us to think about Adelaide Test match, especially that 1 hour, and get bogged down.
India bounce back the most emphatic victory.
It was all about, I think, coming into the Test match with that attitude on the field.
Australia versus India, 3rd Test, Thursday, 7th January. Only on Sony Sports Channels.
Perfection. What a brilliant shot.
I'm Just to highlight what John Wells has done so far in BBL 10, really that 36 not out it. Everyone thought, okay, he's going to kickstart, then the 31, then he's back to single figures. So his strike rate this year is 89. Just shows you he's really found it difficult. So maybe coming in and as early as he has, he's going to give himself that time.
And they go through for one.
Lots of experience for a player on debut.
Yeah, 4 test matches, 18 one-dayers for England, but T20 plays at Notts with
good shot.
Dan Christian. Good start.
Good carry.
And no surprise that Dan Christian actually got him over as well, because he actually was a leading wicket taker in the Vitality T20 Blast, which is the England competition there. So receiving his cap, which seems to be a huge tradition now. Any franchise, off you go. Instead of the thrown into the training kit, there's your cap, away you go.
There you go. I'll tell you what, I don't think he'll leave that outswinger first ball. See a few of those.
That takes this partnership to 50.
You can get the back half of your innings right if you still have players available to you. We saw that from the earlier game today. Scorchers were in the 60s at the 10-over mark, but had only 2 wickets down and then exploded to set the Renegades 189, I think it was, which was way too many. So if you get enough in the bank, you
that
can
was there
go
to be
big
hit,
in that second
and it
part of
was
the innings.
pummeled.
This is a huge partnership now.
Yeah, strikers are generally steady in their power play, but they had lost to 2 wickets, but they've got to rebuild to a degree, knowing they've got some hitting later on. But Carey's the man,
well
isn't he? He's the one that's been able to go big so far in this BBL. Comes around the wicket straight away.
Is the new man at the non-strikers end.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Getting that sinking on the back foot, get a bit more leverage through. The tall man.
Swing and a miss.
High
The batsman
release,
misjudging that one.
Stock delivery.
You can see how it's kind of almost a perfect match for Jackson Bird. You know, tall guys, the pace is roughly around the same.
And it's a big hit over the rope for 6.
Manenti comes off the line and keeps it to 1. Got Jack Edwards open. Jack, tell us a bit about Jack Paul.
Oh, he's a lovely fella. He's only been with it for a couple of weeks, but I've got up with him really well, and I think all the group
absolutely hammers that one.
Very laid back guy. Obviously brings a lot of experience to the group, and so hopefully we can do this.
How much
and that's 50 already. This has been a roaring performance.
There's a fair few of these things there, so there's a lot of goals going on. Well, Jackie. Yeah, maybe a bit my golf again, do you?
No, we don't. We said, Hodgie, not to call any more Sydney Sixers games, to give you a break.
You'll get 2 for that. Good shot.
So, from a team meeting perspective, you know, someone like a Dan Christian and obviously Jake Ball coming in, are they providing a lot of input?
Yeah, absolutely. DC especially, speaking to the batters, which, you know, the batting meetings
out! A fantastic catch taken by the fielder, jumping high in the air to gather that in.
Into the power play, 2 for 20.
Here, legacy could be ripped apart. The Joker could make us all cry.
Lynn is the new man at the non-strikers end.
Australian Open, no place for impossible. Live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10 2.
Thanks, Merv.
Well, he was smashed all over the park. A very expensive over. It'll be interesting to see if the captain sticks with him.
Petricon Stadium, we heard from Aaron Holland, no rain expected, which is good, given there is some cloud cover around the place.
That's out of the middle of the bat.
Boyd Pope, first look at him.
He's been waiting in the wings, hasn't he? Waiting for his opportunity. We've seen also a little bit of a bromance forming with him and Carlos Brathwaite.
That's the split.
Don't want to do a groin that way.
And this does happen. Bowlers can slip too. On these wickets that slid through, and we've seen it lead to the Salt dismissal. Batsmen can slide around a bit as well. And when you're running between the wickets,
they get back for the third. Good running.
Looks like
Lynn,
a few
the new batsman, arrives at the crease.
Needs to bowl that again. It's a wide.
At least you've been doing your research, so the bromance, what are they doing together?
They're just spending a lot of time together, and we've seen some celebrations.
Gets off the mark with a 4 from the first ball. Good
It's a
shot.
legitimate set of the splits, isn't it?
Oh, you going the splits?
I'm going the splits. Stumping chance too, but...
What
do we think of this? Sliding down. Flynn,
practice appeal.
Nice shot. You did that. You wouldn't stand upright for a month.
I do yoga. I do yoga. I do a lot of it. What about you?
If your body was in that position, you wouldn't get upright for a month.
Your spaghetti legs are actually split, wouldn't they?
That's nuts. That's missing. Good decision.
No, I'd be in trouble.
No good at all. Get the feeling that Alex Carey knows the responsibility is now sitting pretty firmly on him.
The problem is that he just doesn't want to shut up shop either, so he needs to keep busy, which is what he's done. You can see John Wells' strike rate of 27, 3 off 11, and making it hard.
End of the over.
That's well struck. Right into the gap. 2 for 27.
Massive congratulations, India.
We witnessed history on Sony Sports. It's time
Very
again
troubling
to be
line
part
there
of
from the
legacy,
bowler.
where the fierce rivals will be tested. Witness the test of champions on Sony Sports, where a new era of history will unfold. Watch Australia versus India live, third test,
all the
Thursday,
way.
7th
Wonderful.
January, 3:30 a.m. onwards, only on Sony Sports channels.
So a bit of a rescue job being done here by this pair. Early wickets.
Oh, great shot.
Partnership needed. Manenti again.
Yeah, you're just saying how he's getting dotted up. You need a release shot.
Just a lack of concentration there.
See Wells, I reckon there was a little bit of premeditation that if it was a fraction short, I'm going to go square at the wicket on the leg side really quickly. And I think it's good batting that if you just let them dot
Shouts
up,
all round.
the pressure and confidence rises. And we can see again Wells now starting to use the crease. It's not going to
Umpire
come down
totally
the wicket too
unconvinced.
much to Pope. He might to Manenti, but really good. Use the crease.
Well, and he wants to start finding the middle of the bat. And if he starts doing that, hitting the sweep is hard, then it's a lot easier to go from, you know, second or third gear to fifth gear.
That's huge. Great shot.
You see a lot of big hitters talk about hit the sweep is hard when you first get out there. Yeah, it's just one, but then if you can hit it 2 meters either side, then you're going to get a boundary.
Nice, mate.
Eventual lack of speed in that shot.
2 runs off that delivery.
But they'll have a target in mind, won't they, JB? You know, they want these two batsmen to be out there for a fair while, accelerate later on.
Oh, very nice there
So
from
they only
Head.
needed to be watching the previous game. Scorchers just limping into the 60s after 10 overs. Looked like the Renegades had the game under control and then they came home with a wet sail. It's what you can do with wickets in hand, especially with talented hitters still at the crease. Six done, 2 for 33.
One bounce, 4 runs.
वॉटसन का वर्क रेंज सब देखो ऑलराउंडर होना अलग बात, प्लेइंग 11 चुनना अलग। इस बार अगर वॉटसन 11 की वाट नहीं लगा दी ना मेरी 11 में।
You were saying something, mate?
No, sir.
Think you're a champ? Then prove you're a champ.
He moves into the 30s with those runs.
My11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और वॉटसन के साथ खेलो। My11circle.com।
Play with champions.
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम की संभावना शामिल है और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर ध्यान दें।
Reasonably good over there. Smash down food pretty quickly. Most annoying teammate. What? Alex Carey always tags me when the footy comes out to training. We know Alex Carey was captain of the GWS year before they got themselves into the big league.
Needs to be on target.
I don't like the matchup, Carey on Wells.
I think there's a reason, isn't there?
I'll be kicking it high to Carey.
One thing we saw with Alex Carey when he scored that 82 was he stayed leg side a lot of the time. He really capitalised on hitting the ball through the offside. And again, he tried to do that as well, expecting the run from
Good partnership building here. 50 added so far.
Whereas you normally see some left-handers walk across their crease and look to kind of clip it to the leg side.
It's game number 7 for the Sixers, so for Popey, that's a lot of sitting around. Isn't it?
Oh, picks that one up nicely.
Sitting around
Good
when
shot.
you know you're involved and you've been part of the Sydney Sixers before, and you're used to being in the 11.
Didn't mind that delivery. It's about 10 k's quicker and spun back into the left-hander. Flat lead break.
Great timing. Races to the boundary.
That's the talent, Lloyd Pope. Played some really good 4-day cricket already in his young career.
How is that?
The batsman in a way, lucky not to connect there. He misread that and could easily have found the edge.
7 done, 2 for 36.
Only on Sony Sports Network.
And they get a single there.
Watch Australia versus India live, third test, Thursday, 7th January, 4:30 a.m. onwards, only
On Sony Sports Network.
Just
totally ineffective with that slower ball.
Sort of
Smash for 6.
Rule in our game, Finn, that if you hit the ball, you can't be LBW.
Even if it's going on to hit the stumps.
That's what Lloyd was working on, I reckon. Got a decent piece of that, John Wells.
Still want to hit the stumps up there.
Bowlers here in the com box had our fingers up.
Big Carlos.
It's a bromance and a bowling partnership as well.
A fine 50 scored here.
Oh, that's brilliant fielding.
And Dorsch is a bit man too as to his non-dominant side. Nicely hit from Wells.
Was
very good, very good. Looking the fast bowlers, Brathwaite enjoying the work from his fellow fast bowler.
It's in the air.
3, no doubt. If that got past him, it was a boundary.
Lyon back on now.
He's played his role, Brathwaite, I reckon, with the ball in hand. He's bowled, I don't think he's bowled his 4 overs ever. He bowls a couple, bowls into the pitch, that kind of heavy ball, and has picked up a couple of wickets along the way. You just think he could bowl a lot quicker, don't you? Come on, Flynn.
Geez, that gold chain does some jangling too. You know the great Dean Jones story with Kirtley where he said, I want their sweatband.
No, I don't know that one.
Could you say to Carlos, look, I just need the
What's the reason? What's the reason?
What's actually in the lap? You know what? It's just too annoying.
I think you could. Currently Ambrose probably
The new
about 5
batsman
yards quicker.
will be down at the
Carlos.
non-striker's end.
Yeah.
Is that taking some of the glove?
Perfection.
It's a wide, so knows the answer.
Well, I think years ago, Lisa, I think he did have stress fractures, so he had to change his action a fair bit. So I think he was more expressive.
It's going to be hard for the bowler to focus with the crowd
I've
this
never seen a
excited.
fast bowler that just keeps his pinky out, like, you know, you're sipping a cup of tea.
Yeah,
Have you noticed
sounds
that?
good.
Yep, we'll watch. His pinky's there.
What a catch!
I think he just sits under the ball.
He sticks
Doesn't
out.
match up to the front, but
The other little things you pick up.
33 from 39 is what this partnership is. So it's taking its time to get rolling, but after losing 2 in the first couple of overs.
talking about gold chains, Dennis Early had the best. I mean, what, you know, just that the cricket bat dangling around as he charged in. Tell you what, that's another pull shot that's been too hard to get away. I think you are better getting leg side of the ball and trying to free your arms to hit it through the offside.
Especially the seam standing up.
The moment that left the bat, the batsman would have known.
And a sign that it is a bit tricky. They've bowled a very good line and length, but they haven't tried any change-ups. So I think their feeling is it's not going to grip too much on the pitch until it gets
Bit of a
older.
task for the new batsman here, trying to turn this innings around after a steady flow of wickets in recent overs.
2 for 40
Khan
after 8.
has some good
We've
figures
just
so
talked
far,
about the cloud
coming
cover.
on for a
Aaron, what
new
do you know?
spell.
Look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is getting a little bit dark here. It looks to be some rain coming in from the west. Hopefully nothing too serious, but it certainly has gotten a lot darker here at
Maybe a
Matchpoint
nick.
Stadium, and then that wind's completely dropped away. So
A very important wicket, that one.
All too well, but fingers crossed. I'm doing my rain dance for you guys.
Can make an awful mess of these games, can't it? Can be in front, and suddenly
Plays
the
and
rain
misses.
hits and you're in all sorts. We saw that the other night with the Renegades. Lloyd Pope to continue, impressive. 2 overs, 9 runs.
Talk about when he kind of burst on the scene. It was that under-19 World Cup where he got 8 for 35 against England. Jason Sanger took some wonderful catches in first slip.
The batsman
Then
will
he
want to
came
get the
into
strike
Shield
turning over here.
and did really well with the red ball.
Catch!
Doesn't quite get there. Dan Christian very safe in the field.
This
Just
has
didn't
been
get to
some
him.
good bowling. A wicket
There's
maiden.
talks of the test baggy and everything, but I'm glad they've kind of held him back, and he's doing well, as Dan Christian has done well as well. Looks like the turf is a little bit loose out
Swing
there.
and a miss. The batsman misjudging that one.
Well, he played some very good early Sheffield Shield cricket, Flem, on the back of a speech when he came in from Peter McIntyre that they say is the worst that's ever been given to a first-game player.
But Peter McIntyre was a leg spinner for Australia. What was the gist of the chat?
I don't know, other than the feedback to me was it was the worst introductory speech ever made. Carey, has he got it? Yes, he has. Into the gap, it's 4. Some signs of aggression.
I think he's seen enough now, Kerry. He's been dragged a lot along the crease a lot. And that time it was just the step and hit. Shows it's a big boundary out here on that side. Hit low on the bat. I think he's going to be able to go further. Pope not giving him another chance.
Well bowled as well. Just slide across, bowl to your field, get him off strike. He's still only 6 runs off Pope's over, so if he can finish it with a single or a dot, he's done an okay job.
That's another excellent over from Lloyd Pope.
So,
नो डाउट राशिद भाई ने 3 टेस्ट में 3 बार 5 विकेट लिए होंगे, पर मैं भी कोई कच्चा खिलाड़ी नहीं हूँ। मैं टीवी देख के बता देता हूँ कि बॉल लेग ब्रेक है या गुगली। देख लेना। इस बार मेरी 11 राशिद 11 के
चौरंगी स्टॉप कौन सी है?
तीसरा स्टॉप।
थैंक यू। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो चैंप बन के दिखाओ। माई 11 इज रेडी। और आपकी
my11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और राशिद के साथ खेलो। my11circle.com। इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम की संभावना शामिल है और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर
I always go with two hands and then you can go with the one arm for the real classic catch. But we're seeing a lot of, even the keepers as well, taking a lot of catches behind their body. It takes a lot of skill. Similar to what you guys did, right, back in the day? I think I saw a bit of footage of you, JB.
Well, we tried.
Why did you send that
We
footage
tried
in?
to make that.
It was his own footage.
We tried to just get something out of Fleming and Ponting, and they gave one of the great catches nothing, actually.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well done, Liz.
What did you honestly think? It was a okay. I like Rick's news promo though. His practice.
Oh yeah.
I can see him as a newsreader down the track. Potentially weather.
Earring, goatee, and hair.
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't remember the earring.
No.
With Rick, didn't catch on.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
Rihanna
like
would
it.
have loved
He
that.
may go back there.
Just laying a nice foundation here, this Adelaide Strikers pair. See the sweat pouring off Alex Carey. Oh, he's got under that and has hit it a long, long way. Geez, that's good batting.
It is, as opposed to trying to play the pull shot. That sort of lap shot is definitely on because it is skidding on. Great use of the feet. Middle of the bat, 79 metres. So Carey, just in the last 2 overs, now he's been out there for over half an hour. He wants boundaries and he's finding them. Brilliant batting.
We spoke, Flem, about this earlier. The danger in this bloke is that he hits at 360 degrees. You can't actually defend any single part of the ground against him.
If you're looking to get some width, or maybe give himself some width to leg side, and he frees arms, hit through the offside.